What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. We are here with the VW Caribe Legends Seasonal Championship. And we have to use a VW Golf, a Volkswagen Golf, in the B class. You can use any of them, and there are plenty good choices. None of them are too expensive. And I gave it a thought and I decided, hey, let's go with an absolute classic. Whoops. I mean, this one is the absolute classic, but I decided to go for this one, the R32 from 2003. In part because this was my second car ever, and it held for like 3 months before it broke down and died. Yeah, that was a shit car. Absolutely. I mean, it was a fun car, but it was unfortunately already somewhat dead when I got it. So, in retrospect, I now know why I was able to afford it and why it was so cheap. Let's put it that way. Tuning share code, as always, in the description. I think I didn't say that in this video, but I say it all the time, so I'm sure you know by now. Oh, but I'm a first-time viewer. Well, then you know now. Actually, according to the stats, most of my viewers are first-time viewers, which I find interesting. Why is no one returning? Woo! It's a drift. Drifty nifty. Nifty drifty. That's a lead. Probably nobody is returning because I always make the let's jump right into it joke with the danger signs. Actually, that was only the second time in a row this week that I did it. So that can't be it. Alright. Hard braking down the hill. That's a little bit of a challenging corner in the faster cars. I mean, B class is okay, it's not a big deal, but in faster cars that can be a little bit of a challenger. Going down the hill there and having to brake at the same time, because that can really offset you. But yeah, B class, it's so controllable and slow enough to not really worry about it. Can be a lot more risky in a B-class car than you can be in a nice 1-class rally monster. Also just drifting through that corner in full throttle, that just works because, you know, it's a very controllable tune and it's B-class, so it's controlled by him. There's only a very limited selection of cars, especially old ones, really old ones, which are still a horrendous driver even in B-class, but a lot of these daily drivers would consider this as a fun daily driver, but still a daily driver. I mean, those are usually relatively easy to drive. I hope they bring in the 2025 BMW M135. Just because I want to drive. Also the previous one, the previous model, the F40 or whatever it was, M135i. I would love to drive it. I mean, I have the 120, so it would be nice to have the 135 version at least in the game. Currently looking at the newly released 123X drive. Anyone cares? Probably not, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. So it would be nice to have these cars available here. I mean, if you have a Ford Focus ST, you can put that in as well, can't you? At the same time, I mean, for game purposes, they're all rather samey. So there it's really just, hey, I have this car in real life, or something similar to it at least. People driving a regular 4 Series Golf can look at this car and think, hey, I have something like this. Yeah, the engine isn't the same, but whatever, right? Car isn't that different. We both had their issues with engine trouble. Golf in general, I'm not a big fan of it. Was a good starter car. But apart from that, so where's race 2? Should really pay more attention when they show the races. Where is it? There is one. I mean, race 1 wasn't particularly difficult. I don't expect difficulties in race 2, and usually the B-class championships, VAI, I don't know what it is, but it seems to become better the faster the cars get. Of course, here at the start, when you're on tarmac, yeah, we have the dirt tires, the off-roading tires. Not the best, but here in the wet they're actually not so bad. Because nobody has grip anyway. Just tapping the brake, drifting into that. And shoved out of the way a little bit. I was actually told by someone, hey, the Golf GTI is just the same as the M135. And I mean, they have their similarities, I agree, especially these days. It's not like the 140 of the olden days with the rear-wheel drive and all that. Which was just a whole different machine. But even the modern ones, yeah, they have their similarities, especially in form and practicality. But come on, the Golf is still a front-wheel drive car. It's awful. For the power you have, it's just awful, and I don't like it. And with the X-Drive and the 135, it's just so much better than the front-wheel drive. So, sorry, no, they're not the same. I'm really sorry. Yes, I know, they have their similarities and you can make the comparison, but in the end the all-wheel drive kills it over the front-wheel drive. You can argue, yeah, a 135 or a 140, which no longer exists, should be a rear-wheel drive fun machine, but in the end that no longer exists. Yeah, it's a shame, we all know. It's now a more practical daily driver car, with some space even. Okay, accepted. It's lower grade cars with the front wheel drive, yeah. Okay, also accepted. They're a lot like a Golf, I know. But the top range, considering we have all-wheel drive on the BMW and front-wheel drive on the GTI, yeah, it's over. Discussion ended. Unless Volkswagen says, yeah, we put all-wheel drive into our GTI. Which I haven't followed the latest GTIs. If they did, then yes, the cars are probably the same, but that has always been a limiting factor of GTIs when I was interested in them, which is a long time ago. I'm done with the Volkswagen cars. But when I was interested in them, that was really a killing factor, that the front-wheel drive just didn't really make use of all that power that you had. It was a shame, because the car could have been so good. But that was really always its limiting factor. And unless they changed it, again, I didn't check the recent models. I will do so after the video, or someone will comment it, because people like to be smart. Then, sorry, yes, then the comparison is justified, but if it's still front-wheel drive, then sorry, then it still has the same limiting factor it always had. Let me actually check. The GTI still has front. Only the Golf R has all-wheel drive. So we should probably compare it to the Golf R. But yeah, the GTI still has front-wheel drive according to the internet. So I stand by the position. Sorry, no. You can always say, hey, you know, alright, where we go. Race number 3. Uh-oh. So at least this one starts right in the dirt. Split that, it's a left, so I want to be on the inside. Get into that groove. Cut that checkpoint, and now... Yep, that worked. Not the greatest line ever, but it worked. Oh, dart on the inside, push him away. Yes, that's a third, and that actually already would secure the championship, but of course we want to win the race. Initiate a little bit of a drift, get him out of the way. There we go. Up to second. And I believe soon up to first. Don't expect that guy to make much problems. Now drive past. No! Going to the left. Oh, come on, get out of the way. Why are you so fast? Started. Into the wall you go. Well, you didn't, but still. Double tap brakes. Whoa! Not going wrong. That's a 3-lap race. I was hoping 2 laps. That would have also made it more interesting regarding actually securing the lead in the time frame. But hey, we were just driving mad. It's only 50 seconds. So who cares anyway? Whoops. Good one, nice one. Flying over there. Whoa. Left, right, left. Switching a little bit and steering so that we get the car stable, but generally speaking, you really shouldn't have too much trouble with this tuner on the dirt. It's really well balanced for the setting. The car looks a little dirty. There we go. That's a 12-point lead now. I very much hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. And until next time, farewell.